Good afternoon, I'm Catherine Logan, broadcasting to you from the GBTA conference in Brussels. Joining me today is Scott Davies, Chief Executive Officer for ITM, our UK partner. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you, lovely to be here.
Great to have you. So, Scott, what are travel managers going through right now in the UK and Ireland, and what do you think their primary concerns are?
Well, what aren't they going through? I mean, travel managers are amazing people. You know, Catherine, I'm always a big fan of talking about the way that travel managers can juggle their priorities constantly, and over and above everything they've got on from a corporate culture point of view, their businesses, the challenges they're facing today. I think one of the biggest things is that they're facing a lot of traveller and stakeholder dissatisfaction with how travel is today. And that in turn is making it quite difficult for them to manage their programs in a strategic way currently. So I think in a nutshell, they're trying to move away from the mode they've been in post-COVID, which is building back the program with a lot of hand-holding and moving back towards making their program work on a strategic level. So, you know, travel managers are amazing people, as we know, and they're brilliant at juggling those priorities, but it's certainly tough for them. I think the other one is, in the context of the brilliant day we've had here at the sustainability event, they're also trying to make their corporate ESG goals and commitments come to life in their travel programs. Yeah. Most of them struggling with that, so very timely that they're getting the kind of help that we can give them here.
Yeah, those are fairly major issues to be addressing. Yeah. But if you were to pin it down to one key issue, what would you say is the big issue affecting the market?
I think in the last 6 to 9 months, the biggest issue that the market in the UK and I has been facing is resource constraints and the disruption that comes with that. So when you marry together the fact that many of the providers on the supplier side have had difficulty employing people back into roles, and then we've had disruption on top of that, the two things have come together to make quite a mess. But I think the situation is gradually improving. So, credit to the TMCs and all of the players in the ecosystem. They are building back. They are doing everything they can to put the resource in, and it's helping because, of course, until we can do that, then the travel managers end up doing a lot of firefighting, and as I just mentioned, that's what they're trying to get away from.
Yeah, and it's strange at the minute. There is definitely, despite these there's discussion about a recession, there is also that struggle, that war for talent. So what do you think that we need to do as an industry to attract and retain the best talent?
That's the toughest question of them all, and there's some toughies out there. I mean, you and me, Catherine, have been around a little bit in travel, but I wonder, when we were of education age, were we dreaming about being in the roles we're in today? And I'm quite fond of referring to travel managers, and very few, if any, travel managers dreamed of being a travel manager when they were going through schooling, right? So we've always had this challenge of inspiring people through the system, creating a pathway for them. And I think that, so in many ways it's not different, but other careers look a bit more certain these days for them potentially than travel's been. My own personal view is that it is incumbent on every single one of us to go back to the school we went to or the university we went to and talk to a group of students and inspire them about the great things in business travel, because associations like ours and others around can do so much, and it is our responsibility to go and find people and give them a pathway. But I actually think everyone who's had a good career in business travel should think about what they're doing to inspire the next generation to come through.
Yeah, and we know it's a wonderful place to work.
It really is, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, with that, thank you, Scott. It's been great having you here. I'm Catherine Logan, been broadcasting to you from GBTA conference in Brussels. Thank you for tuning in.